Gideon had a lot of faith in God, except for when he didn't. I know, let me explain. Gideon's story begins when an angel shows up and says, "The Lord is with you, mighty warrior." But Gideon argues with the angel, pointing out that he is the lowest member of the weakest clan of the lowest tribe in Israel, which is getting pushed around by all the other nations. Gideon didn't have much faith. But when God told him to destroy his village's altars, Gideon stepped up in faith and did it. Then, when God told Gideon to lead an army, Gideon was unsure. He tested God by setting out a fleece and saying, "God, if you're really with me, make the fleece wet and the ground dry in the morning." When God did what Gideon asked, Gideon said, "Okay now, God, if you're really with me, make the ground wet and the fleece dry in the morning." God did what he asked, but this was another low point for Gideon's faith. After that, Gideon obeyed God by reducing his army from 32,000 soldiers to only 300 just before going into battle. That took a lot of faith. But later on, Gideon caved into the pressure of his people when he should have obeyed God. Still, Gideon led Israel successfully for 40 years. And Gideon's faith was strong at times and weak at other times. See, we aren't all that different from Gideon. Sometimes our faith feels strong, and it's easy to trust Jesus. And sometimes we might struggle with doubt, just like Gideon. But here's the good news. God's faithfulness is not like ours. Jesus is always faithful. And here's more good news. God can work through our weaknesses. In 2 Corinthians 12:19, God says, "My power is made perfect in your weakness." So even when our faith is weak, God is faithful, and He can work even through our weakness to do great things.